Another day, another Lego adventure. Before I start said adventure, the first thing I've got to do is clean up my studio space. There are like cables everywhere. Does anyone else despise cables? How do you get around it though? You gotta plug in your laptop, you gotta plug in the cameras because they're like dying when you're trying to film, and the camera's way over here, so you gotta use this giant USB extender. There's no way around it. But I could always just put it away when I'm done filming, but I've got more important things to do. I've got to do like editing and stuff, and then you pop open the cable drawer and you leave that thing hanging open. I'm the worst. Not good at all. You gotta find a home for the Kingfisher, clear that desk, and then start filming my next video on that over there, the medieval area that I've been talking about so much recently. Cleaning up the mess though. You know what? It looks a lot worse than it is. Hey, I got a special box there. I can't tell you what that is, but it's pretty special. I've got to film a video on that as well. The ultimate solution to not have all these cables laying around is to obviously have a permanent setup. But my setup needs to be mobile because one day I'm filming in here, one day I'm live streaming in here, one day I just need a wide open build space. One day I need 3 tables set up to do like a giant compilation review or like a collection overview. So this build space that I have here, which is 7 by 8, it needs to be very versatile because I need to be able to do all of those things there. So that's why everything is sort of like set up temporarily each day to accommodate each different type of task that I'm doing. So that's the reason why it's always a mess and then there's a big cleanup involved. So yeah, that's why I would like to have like a desk set up for filming. And it's like, okay, this is my permanent filming area. And like, this is where I can live stream as well. And then there's a separate build area. But right now I'm trying to do all the filming, all the live streaming, all the building in one area and the filming as well. So it's like, throughout the day, it changes. It's like, okay, now it's a live streaming setup. Now it's a filming setup. Now it's a review setup. Now it's this, now it's that. Now it's a build setup. So it's got to like change all the time. So I spend so much of my day sort of just like changing this area to whatever it needs to be for that time. And it's really inefficient, to be honest with you, because I'm trying to make this little tiny space do so many different things. I moved the operation up here so I can hang out with these yahoos. Right, Spider-Man? Princess Lady? Tico? Yeah. And look at this. Just quite the operation here. Adding a staircase to the tower. Look at this. Come upstairs. The kids are hanging out in the bonus room here.
Taking down the Christmas tree on January 22nd.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that. Spider-Man's helping out. Tico's getting cozy.
Ever so briefly, for like a couple weeks, right when the tree got up, I was like, what if I just kept this thing up like all year round? Because like I'm obsessed with my tree. It makes me so happy. I considered leaving it up all year. But then it's less special at Christmas.
We just witnessed...
Did you get there by yourself?
Yeah, we just witnessed it.
I didn't do that.
No, we just witnessed it. I was videotaping her doing that. She's hopped up on there with Tico.
You used to stare at those pictures when you were a little baby at night.
Yeah, you love these pictures. Still do. Thomas Kincaid. I've been building Lego all day and I'm finally rewatching. I've been building Lego all day. I finished editing and now I'm rewatching while eating dinner. Jose is lovely. She heated this up in the oven. Pizza. Terrific. Got my second coffee of the day too. Jose's beauty, because even when I was building downstairs, she brought me like lunch and everything. She is just a wonderful human being. The funny thing about pizza is you order it and it's like 2 pizzas for $40 delivered. And I think Jose and I get 2 dinners and a lunch. So we get 6 meals out of a $40 expenditure. And it's crazy in this world because that's what, that $8 a plate or something like this. If you're like home make dinner or something like that, it's like almost the same cost as ordering pizza. But pizza is terrible for you, but it tastes delicious. But it's nice to treat yourself to some pizza once in a while, so make sure you do that. Oh yeah, just editing this video. I'm so stoked on the tower. It looks so good. Oh my gosh, I'm like thrilled about that mock. I love it. Having a lot of fun with the medieval area, and I just want to build some more custom stuff for it, and eventually give it a bigger space so we can build more castles and build bigger castles. That's the end goal. I'm gonna finish watching this while eating some za. So I decided to fire up some Call of Duty for the first time in forever. And it's ranked play. I'm a bronze level 1. Oof. I asked Jose for a piece of cake, and this is what she brought me. Like, what the heck? Am I gonna eat it all? It's a likely story, that's for sure. So last night, I proceeded to game and eat the entire piece of cake, Millie. Who's that in the mirror over there? It's you. She's waking up from her first nap. And today, we're going to the Lego store and you're coming with us. Gonna bring the kids to West Hamilton Mall today. Yeah, just to get them out of the house, right, Millie? Is that Mickey? Look who she's pointing at. Yeah. She loves Mickey and Minnie. Don't you, Millie? Certainly does. Yeah. This is a feel-good moment right here. Oh, yeah. Of course, Millie doesn't want to be in her stroller, so she's checking out all the ice skaters. So we're getting some coffee at Starbucks because it's just right there. And then we're gonna figure out what they're gonna do while I go Lego shopping. Just sort of came here to get out with the kids though, because they're getting a little bit sick of being home. They wanted to check out the ice rink. Right, Benj? She like refuses to sit in the stroller though. Just wants to roam around. Benjamin's content with just chilling. Aye. Apparently our plan is to walk to the Lego store, but they're going the complete wrong direction. Millie, you're going the wrong way. It's gonna be a long walk. Want me to carry you? Okay. Dang, look at the new Ferrari they have in the mall. That's a sick paint job. They do this thing like every year where you can buy raffle tickets to win that Ferrari. Woo! But my question is, who's buying these? These guys are always eating, even when they're in the Lego store. You guys are just snacking constantly. Yum, 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 yum. You gotta keep them distracted. I love the staticky hair. It's hilarious. Alright, crazy tiny humans. I think it's time for us to get out of here because I finished up shopping. Jose was looking at little couches or little chairs for them. Yeah, well, we're armchair or something. Yeah, we're trying to find something cool for them to sit in, something cozy, but nothing like outrageous. Going to a hockey game tonight. Check out these ice sculptures up front of Rogers Place. This is our hockey arena. Check it out. There's a skating rink right there, and then there's more ice sculptures right here. Pretty cool, eh? Like this one's just crazy. It's called the Huntress. Look at this guy. Rogers Place. Check it out, it's Kevin, the brick building biker. Look at his helmet. This is how you know we have a cool city. Look, it's Doug and Bob McKenzie. Take off, you hoser. So that was a good night. Hey, Millie, the Oilers won again. Woo! 14 in a row. That is insane. She's just dragging around her cacti. Hey, Millie.
It's a cactus.
Oh, it's copying us now. You mocking me? You show that thing, Benjamin. Yeah. You might want to turn it off that setting when he's dragging it around. So yeah, 14 wins in a row for the Edmonton Oilers. That was crazy. Really thankful that I was able to go to the game yesterday with Kevin, the brick building biker. That was a good time, that's for sure. So today I turn to the Lego City and I say, what's up, buddy? What are we going to do? I'm actually going to work on improving the campground. I think there's some improvements that I can make over there. The position of the cabin, I want to build another miniature building, and then there's a few other mini builds that I want to add to that area. Plus, there's some things that I want to do in the medieval area. Oh, the Wizarding Tower. That's upstairs for some reason. Isn't that weird? I should bring it back down here. Like, isn't that a strange place for a tower? Sort of, right? Millie's got her favorite toy, and we gotta let Tico in. You pointing at him? Tico. Come on in, bud. But yeah, I want to make some alterations to this build. Comments are suggesting that I put some arches or some slopes there so that it sort of transitions into the wider part of the tower, and I definitely agree with that. It's a good idea. And maybe those should be like brown. And some comments were saying that I should add exterior structures, such as like brown pillars going up the side of the tower. I could experiment with that for sure. And I also want to experiment with the placement of it. When I did place it here, I actually did try it over there where those trees were. And then I tried putting it where Magisto's tower is, but it didn't really look as good over there. I know it's sort of blocking the castle view here, but I just like it because you can sort of see it. But maybe what I need to do is build like a big hill right there using all the green brick that I found on the pad wall and then put that on top of the hill. That might look pretty sweet. I love this area, but every time I like come to take a photo of it, got all the sets in the background. So there's not really like a focal point. That's why like this diorama area doesn't look as good as it could too. Sure, like the sets in the background are sweet, but if it was just like a white background or a cloud background or had some sort of different background, then I think it would just picture better. See, it looks epic, but this is almost just like sensory overload. But yeah, I want to work on that and maybe make some improvements to the tower and the placement and the construction of it. And then I also want to work on the medieval area. I mean, the campground. So that's sort of my plan today. I actually woke up this morning and I was dealing with that stuff, all the minifigures and the gunship that I'll be giving away during my next Whatnot streams. Yeah, so working on that and getting that ready for tomorrow's video, which involves improvements to the campground. So that's what I've got to get working on here today. But yeah, sick Oilers game. A few days here with the family, went shopping, did a bunch of other stuff, and now I'm going to do a bunch of stuff in the Lego room here today. What else is new, right? Pretty exciting. Everybody, thank you so much for coming on by the Bricksies. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes vlog. Those ice sculptures were incredible. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the near future. Farewell.